Hey guys, well, 13-7, the final score at Arrowhead. The Green Bay Packers take their first loss since Week 1 by a score of 13-7 at Arrowhead, minus Aaron Rodgers, going up against Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs, where they had a pretty big advantage, yet only winning by 6 points. A lot of people probably didn't see this coming, including myself, that it would be a 13-7 score where it was very much a defensive contest where it was very much a struggle for both offenses, and the Kansas City Chiefs were able to do just about enough to be able to win. They didn't turn the ball over in this game, which is really kind of the main problem for the Chiefs. It has been turning the football over, and that has been dooming Kansas City really. And to say the least, they were reeling coming into this game. They probably needed this one at home. And coming up against a Aaron Rodgers-less Green Bay Packers, this one was probably going to be a game where they were going to have to really duke it out to be able to get a much-needed win. As far as the Packers, from this standpoint, it was just being able to sustain drives on offense and play well on defense for this team to be able to have a good chance to be able to beat the Kansas City Chiefs here at Arrowhead Stadium today. The Packers weren't able to do it. A lot of the blunders came from the special teams that in turn took 6 points off the board for the Packers. I know a lot of people want to take this and put the blame on Jordan Love for all this because the blame just goes on the quarterback whenever the team loses, and whenever the team wins, the quarterback gets all the love. In which case, there was no love for Jordan Love today, as he didn't have the best game by any means or anything like that. I would have to say, performance-wise, there was a whole lot of bad, and there was some good, which I'm going to go into a little bit later once I go over the stats. Jordan Love completed 19 of 34, 190 yards, 1 touchdown, and the interception. The running game, to say the least, lackluster. We didn't really run the football enough, and I think I got to put some of this blame here on Matt LaFleur and the offensive play calling here for this one. Aaron Jones getting just 12 carries for 53 yards, averaging 4.4 on the ground. A.J. Dillon getting 8 carries for 46 yards, averaging 5.8 on the ground. Jordan Love getting 5 carries for 23, averaging 4.6. Those were all scrambles that went right up the middle because Jordan had to run for his life. And the receiving game here. So it was Randall leading the way with yards, 3 catches for 50. A.J. Dillon, 4 catches for 44 yards. Devontae Adams leading the way with 6 catches for 42 yards. And then Alan Lazard getting 1 catch for 20 yards, and the touchdown that came at the end of the fourth quarter. It was Marquez Valdes-Scantling getting a couple catches. Welcome back, Marquez, for 19 yards. Josiah DeGuara getting a little bit active in the pass game, 2 catches for 16, and that was really about it for the Packers when it came to the offense. It was definitely a defensive struggle, to say the least, and a lot of that has to do with probably the game plan going into this was probably not the best that the Packers probably could have gone into it. There was a whole lot of good things that the Kansas City Chiefs did do on defense. They set blitzes, and they kept the easy passing game from being able to happen. That means easy completions to running backs, to Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon, and a lot of underneath stuff, which could have been really handy. It could have been very, very handy for Jordan to be able to get his confidence boosted up. The Chiefs did a very good job of boggling that down for the most part, and there was pretty good coverage coming from their cornerbacks, especially L'Jarius Sneed. So I got to give the Kansas City Chiefs a lot of credit. Their game plan coming against our offense was very good, and we didn't have much of an answer for their blitzes, and their blitzes were just coming hard, especially on 3rd and long. Getting into 3rd and longs do kill this team from time to time, in which a team's best pass rushers can just tee right off and just come in and just bully our offensive line. And this is something that has been a problem for the Packers offense in recent years, is getting bullied on the line, and that is something that is going to need to change in order for this team to be able to go forward and be able to make a push for the Super Bowl. So all this cannot be blamed on Jordan. What I want to say is that there was some good and a lot of bad with Jordan. Him being his first time here starting as a quarterback, it's a learning curve for Jordan, and I can't say that him being thrown into the fire and facing the pressure that he did was just a lot for him to handle, and I got to say that Jordan was cool, calm, and poised, and never did he flinch really. I thought that he showed some confidence in himself, and I never at any point was this team out of the game or anything like that, being down 13-0. There was at no point was this team ever going to be, was it ever really out. And never did I doubt that this team was done after going down 13-0, because the defense was playing very well, and I'll get to the defense in just a quick second, and I'll go over the stats. But I just want to talk about the offense and how things transpired, what things probably could have been done besides getting the running game going using both Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon more in the ground game. That would have been a very big help, because a running game can be a quarterback's best friend, and these two running backs, the two-headed monster that we do have, was underused, and I'm pretty disappointed with that. And now to the defense. The defense, led by Chris Barnes, he had a heck of a game where he got 7 tackles, 2 assists, 9 in total, where he was making plays today. He was flying all over the football field and making some good stops. Devondre Campbell, not the best game, of course, but he did a very good job with 4 tackles and 3 assists. He was again a really good inside linebacker, and continues to be a great defensive piece here and a leader that the Packers really need, and he is one of the reasons why this defense is as good as it is. And the Packers in the secondary, losing Eric Stokes in pregame due to injury, did a very good job with clamping down on the Kansas City Chiefs offense. The receivers, for the most part, were blanketed, except for Tyreek Hill, who got the most of the catches for the Chiefs offense. And it was a very good performance coming from Rasul Douglas, Chandon Sullivan, and Kevin King. For the most part, being able to stop what could have been a disaster for the Packers by not being able to score points on offense. And the Kansas City Chiefs probably should have made this a blowout at times. But thanks to this defense, the Chiefs only came away with just 13 points. And there was a lot of times where the Packers made some stops on third down, so I got to give them a lot of credit for that. Rashawn Gary got a sack in this game, and it certainly could have been more. I saw a lot of times where there was some heat. Rashawn should have had that second sack, but Patrick Mahomes just got the ball off right in time to throw the game-winning pass to Tyreek Hill for the first down to end the game. And that was really how all she wrote on defense. And as far as the special teams goes, I think that the fact that we let go of Hunter Bradley could be a mistake, and bringing in practice squad long snapper Steven Wirtle was a risk. And to say the least, I really certainly hope that Steven can get things together and get his game going, because I think the long snapping was mostly to blame for what happened with the missed field goal and the blocked field goal that took 6 points off the board. So I think that's what threw the rhythm off of Mason's 40-yard miss on top of the wind. That didn't really help very much. To say the least, a lot of things need to be worked on special teams wise. Let me know what you guys think about this game in the comment section, and I'll catch you guys later for another one. Go Pack Go.